Hello everyone, this is Pramita here. Today I'm going to show you some of the pocket folders that I have made from Project Life cards and the cutter parts that we get from the 12 by 12 sheet of paper. Now, let me tell you a little bit of background to this. I did purchase one folder from Etsy, from a seller on Etsy, anywho, and I was not at all happy with the quality that I received. Like, the papers were pretty flimsy, and the papers that the pockets were made of were one-sided pattern paper, and I know it doesn't matter. The back side is already inside, but the quality was not that great. And what happened was, after using it for a month, maybe, the joint of the section, like the two portions that we have in a pocket folder, it started to rip apart. So I decided to try out some pocket folders out of the Project Life cards that I had in my stash. Now, previously I have already told, I think in another video of mine, I don't remember exactly which one, that I am a big fan of Project Life cards, and I use them in various ways. When I saw that I have quite a number of cards in my stash, I decided to make pocket folders for my pocket size traveler's notebook as well as for the personal size. Now, this is the personal size that I'm using currently. Okay, and this is actually, if you remember correctly, this was one of the cut apart sheets that came in a 12 by 12 Carpe Diem collection. So what I did was I took one 4 by 6 card, and I think this was not 3 by 4. I'm not sure, maybe it was a little bit bigger. I trimmed it down and I made punched out the circle and attached it to this part. Now I'm going to show you how I have done so, like this. Let me take it out. Now this is making this is cakewalk. Anybody can do it. It's no big deal. It's just putting a few bits and pieces that you have in your stash together to make something which is going to be pretty useful to you. So these were from Carpe Diem collection, but I think this was from some other paper pad that I had. This is the Carpe Diem one that you have. Carpe Diem Seize the Day. So this is one of the folders that I made from the cut apart portions that come with the 12 by 12 sheet of papers. Let me put this aside. And this is the one that I made from Project Life card. Now, as you can see, I have used two 4 by 6 cards and for the backing, and these two were also 4 by 6 cards, which I have trimmed down to make them as secretarial pockets. So there can be a number of configurations, like the way you want your pockets to be. You can make them like this. In that case, you will be needing only two 4 by 6 cards and two 3 by 4 cards. And if you want pockets like this, then you have to get four 4 by 6 cards. I'll tell you what are the things that you might need for this. Now over here I have done another set. This is made from Coco Daisy Project Life cards. Like, I am subscribed to their Day in the Life kit subscription, and we get a number of cards in our kit, which I don't use them every month. So they get I have quite a few of them which I want to use. I want to enjoy the the patterns and stuff like that. And these cards are pretty sturdy, so you don't need to laminate them. So what I did was I took two 4 by 6 cards and two 3 by 4 cards here, 4 by 3 cards, and I made small secretarial pockets out of these because I couldn't find matching 4 by 6 cards to go with these. So this was one type that I made. The other one is a tiny one that I made. These are half pockets. Now, even though they might look half pockets, mind you, they have pretty good space in them. Like there's ample space, you can see. You can put quite a lot of stuff in them. So you can make like this, you can make like this, or you can make like this, or you can make like this. Now today I'm going to show you how to make pocket folders out of this type of 4x6 project life cards. Okay, so for that we'll be needing 4 project life cards which are of different configurations. Like if you want, now once again I'm telling you this tutorial might be in 2 parts because it will get pretty lengthy and then it will get very difficult for me to upload. So I try to make them within the 15-minute frame so that it's easy to upload. So this is a 4x6 card that I have. This is a 4x6 card that I have, and this too is a 4x6 card. So I have some matching 4x6 cards like so. So you can pair them up like this. Okay, so for this we are going to do the secretarial pockets. Now since both the cards come with ample space at the side, I don't want this much on this side. I'm just going to fold this part to create a sort of space to put your things into the pocket. Now to do that you will be needing a bone folder. I don't have a bone folder, I use my ruler or pen or whatever, and to fold this part as well as fold this part. So this will form our secretarial pocket like this. This too will form our pocket like this. Okay, so let's get down to business. So the next thing I'm doing is I'm putting my cutting mat on. I just want to fold this portion. So now I eyeball it. I am not much of a measurement person, but remember one thing, you should leave enough space out here. This portion should be uh, a little bit empty sort of thing, so that you will have the ability to put some stuff in. Otherwise, if you just stick it like this, then you won't be able to put anything inside. So we need to create some spaces. So this is how you can do it. I'm just doing it with the back of my scissors. Now since I want to put this like this, maybe you can put some phrase stickers over here. I'm doing the back side first. So I can put it like this. So like this. Okay, so but the secretarial pocket comes like around this. Okay, so I have some extra bit at the bottom, this bit. I don't need this bit, but don't chop it off. What you will do is you're going to fold this portion like, I'm just eyeballing it. You can do it as half an inch. Then you use your scissors. Yeah, and what we'll do is we'll just chop off this corner in an angular fashion. So I'm going to take my scissors and cut this part off. So you can pretty well see what I have done. So when I fold this part up, it will not create any bulk. So this has formed my back pocket. Okay, so now I'm going to give it a shape. Since I know I'm going to do it in a secretarial pocket fashion, I just eyeball it. You keep about an inch or so out here, and then cut it like this. So this becomes your secretarial pocket. Now after we have glued everything down, we'll corner this, we'll round this corner up, and you will see how it matches up. No worries about that. So you do this side, and then we'll do the same on this side. So once again, I have my project life card at hand, and I'm going to put this around here. And remember, I'm just folding one half inch, not 1 inch, around half inch, uh, so that there's enough space in the pocket so that you can put something in. Otherwise, if you just stick the card, it will not do the job. So I'm just winging it like this. I'm just eyeballing it. You can measure it out also. I've done quite a few, so I have. So this is how. Once again, I'm taking this part up. I'm chopping this off. So now this forms the back pocket. Okay. So now again, once again, I need to cut this part. So what I do is I simply put this on top of this. Yeah. And I'm going to cut this. Simple. Now you can see how simple it is to make your pocket folders out of the project life cards that you have in your stash, and you can embellish them as you want. Now I'm going to end my first part out here, and I'll come back after I had glued this two part. Now I want to tell you one thing. Don't try not to use glue on these parts, because what happens is the glue oozes out into the pockets, and then the pockets get stuck onto the backing, this part. They get stuck on this part. So we don't want that. We want to have enough space. So it's better to use double-sided tape. In case you don't have double-sided tape, be very careful with your glue stick or your glue. Otherwise, these pockets will be of no good use. Okay, so this is the end of part 1, and we'll come back in part 2 after gluing this part up. I'll show you how it looks. Okay, and we'll finish up the rest. That's it. So here is the end of part 1.